in terms of student allowances. If you do this, calculate 8 plus time, you know, he would calculate all those things. 9 times 4 equals to whatever, you know. But that calculator, now it's nowhere to be seen. I remember President Michael, the late President Michael, started even calling President HH as calculator boy, because he was always very good with mathematics. But right now, look at all those calculations he did and what is happening right now. He made calculations in terms of how they're going to reduce, or rather scrap off student fees. That has not happened. He made calculations how they're going to reduce fuel. Right now, they've told us that they're going to increase the fuel. They're going to increase ZESCO tariffs, you know. So they didn't have a vision. They didn't have a proper program in terms of ending what it is that they said was not happening okay in the country. So those are not the kinds of politics that we want, you know. And also, sadly, with the UPND, they spend so much time criticizing everything that their friends did. So no wonder now it's a bit difficult for them. Look at even the jet. They said they want to sell the presidential jet. They're going to do that, you know. The cost of fertilizer, all these things. Last time they were launching a fertilizer company, which the president, the vice president, Honorable Mtalena Lumango, launched. It's the Chinese doing that. Why are they not recapitalizing NCZ in Kafue? You know, we want something which is a parastatal to supply fertilizer in this country. Why are they so much going to the business sector? Look at even the budget that they told us. The budget, they're giving tax holidays to the mines. Right now, copper is at its highest high. We're supposed to benefit from the minerals of this country, you know, but instead they're scrapping off taxes from the people that are supposed to give us more money. You know, so those are the things that the UPND government has really have been disappointed for us. So the issues to do with gender, the issues to do with education, the issues to do with health. There's not a proper plan for health, because we saw in the budget that they're going to do what, to build as many schools as possible. I didn't see that in terms of health, you know. And also, if you look at Zambia, when it comes to education and health, there are certain protocols that we have signed out there where we have committed to a minimum amount of money in terms of percentage that we should allocate to health and education. The UPND has not done that. They've actually reduced, you know. The UPND was always very good at criticizing the PF for even trying to increase the budget. When the PF wanted to increase the budget by 10%, they would say no, and they would say we don't have money. And they are famous saying where they would say that make your shirt according to the cloth you have, that this is all the money we have. But when they came in, they increased our budget with an entire 100%. So they rejected 10%, but they increased our budget by 100%. And if you look at where the revenue collection is, there's no proper revenue collection. They want to borrow money. So what we have right now is a Mkongole kind of budget. So all this is very, very disappointing in terms of...
And Ms. Mboela has described the appointment of Mr. Musenge as NDC president as total confusion. Ms. Mboela wonders why Mr. Musenge, who was in court pushing for the deregistration of the party, has been brought back when he was resolved to seeing the party fail. Ms. Mboela, in an interview with MUVI TV News, says the Musenge-led faction is only seeking jobs from the ruling party and has no political will. She alleges that the faction is aimed at destroying the core values of the opposition party.
The NDC does not even have two factions, whatever it is that the rebels are trying to make people believe. NDC just have one NDC, which is us, and those people who are rebels were expelled from the party. We expelled them and they remain expelled from the NDC. If you look at Mr. Musenge, when he was expelled, even went to court, he never contested his expulsion, but he went to court to try and register the NDC. And thank God we won the matter in court. He went to court and said we didn't have a constitution, and thank God we won the matter in court. You know, so this is a man that has tried to make sure that he destroys the NDC. And now, because Mr. Kafumba was always looking for a position in the new Dawn government, he has been given. Imagine the entire person that was claiming to be president of a party being given a job as a PS. You move from being a politician to being a civil servant, all in one breath. You know, because all they wanted were positions. You know, and this is a person again who was claiming, telling his members that he doesn't want the position, he'll give them as young people positions, and he got the position himself. You know, so now that he got the position, he wants somebody else to continue with the confusion, because for them they're getting paid, they're getting mileage from the confusion. You know, look at even Mr. Musenge himself. From the time that he came, the questions that you the media have been asking him, it's very clear. When he's asked, would you get a position or would you get a job from the new Dawn government? He's saying yes. So what kind of opposition political party are you? If your only intention is to get into the ruling party, it means you're not serious. The whole job of an opposition political party is to offer divergent views. alternative policies. You know, that's what you do as an opposition political party. If you're going to come in as a so-called president of whatever it is that they're doing out there, and then all you want is a job, then there's a serious problem out there. And they're also claiming to say in 2026 they won't even build in a candidate, but they're going to wait until 2031. As the real NDC, we are mobilizing the party right now, and we're going to take part in all elections, including the by-elections. We'll take part in the by-elections, we'll take part in 2026. Whether we win the elections in 2026 or not, we're going to take part so that we have as many MPs as possible as we